Hello and welcome to another episode of Making Lunch with Mike. It's time to make my lunch. Delicious. How nice. What a day. Finished a whole week. Monday to Friday. All done. Gross. Well, I'm excited about sleeping tonight. I like to sleep. Sleep is nice. But there's a few things to do before then. So, I'll wait a little while. It'll be cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to say yesterday for tips. Tip number 5. Ooh, what's number 5? Do things that you can just tick off and they're done. Because I think during lockdown, it's tough sort of feeling like you're never actually getting anywhere. Nothing's changing. You're stuck. But if you can do something where you're like, I did it. 100%, it's done. No one can question that I did it and I've done it. So there you go. That's real good. That's like, yeah, it's a good tip. Good tip for all of life, especially if, like, depends on your work. Maybe your work just gives you that anyway. But yeah, it's good tip. Yeah, but Friday made it. Oof. It's good. It's good. I played D&D last night. Some game. Ooh, nice. For some reason, I've decided that I'll always call D&D game. I play a lot of different games. I don't know why D&D, I need to call it game. I think it's because when I first started D&D, I played Pathfinder. Then after playing Pathfinder, played Star Wars. Now I'm actually playing D&D. All along, I would have just called it all D&D, but then I didn't want to do that, so I just called it game. Instead of calling it Pathfinder or Star Wars, I just call it game. And now I'm stuck with game, even when I'm actually playing D&D. I don't know. The human heart is a fickle thing, but it's fun to play. It's a little bit tough online. Yeah, a little bit tough. So, anyway, nice. So, yeah, week done. I've gone for lots of walks. Hardly achieved anything. I did listen to all of Isaiah, which is pretty good. That's a good setup for essay I need to do. And I've already noted down I should talk about these ideas. I don't know how much those ideas are going to feature and everything, but maybe there's like 3 or 4 sentences that I already know what they're going to say. Wow. And those sentences typically would need to be like maybe 20 words each. So if I've got 4, that's 80 words. Only 2,920 words to go. Easy. That'll take no time. It'll take a bit of time. So I do need to start that on Monday. I'm not starting it today. Once you had a whole week of not actually doing anything, just keep it going. Let the good times roll. This week's a write-off. That's alright. That's alright. I'm getting used to being at home online. I need to set the printer up. I'll set it up, plug it in. All I need to do is plug it into the PowerPoint because it's already connected to the Wi-Fi. I just need to give it a regular home. And then once I've done that, I'll be able to print some things. But in order to be able to set up the printer, I need to clear off the dining table. Because the dining table, I set it up with my computer on it, but all I did was add my computer to all the other stuff that was already on there, rather than reducing how much was already on there and then putting my computer on. That's an error. So I'm very cramped at the desk and I want to add a printer. Whoops. And I guess I could think about where else I could stick the printer, but that seems like the most sensible spot for it to go. Have you even thought about the PowerPoint that it will use? I just won't be able to charge my phone at the desk anymore. Well, I would through the computer power, but because of how I've got that set up, that is a terrible choice. Anyway. Oof. Oof. Pan is a little bit hot. A little bit burning sausage. But yeah, then I can print off some work, and then once I've got it printed, I can scribble away. I love printing out my work so I can scribble on it. Because I think you got to be able to scribble on things. You got to be like, I've got this idea, and then be like, no, I've got this idea. And you got to have an argument with yourself. Read some Cranfield, be like, Cranfield says this, obviously all my ideas were garbage. Just listen to Cranfield. Nah. I always read commentaries, and if they say what I wanted to say, I'm like, good. If they say what I don't want to say, then I'll argue with them. But if they say what I don't want to say and I've got no argument in response, I'm like, alright then, I guess I have to say that, because I'm not smart enough to disagree. That's alright. Sometimes I'm smart enough to disagree. Most of the time, in fact. I don't know that smart is the right term, but obstinate maybe. Often I'm obstinate enough to disagree with everyone. But I think it's more fun if you make up your own ideas, own stuff. If you just go with like, oh, everyone says this, I'll go with what everyone says, then you'll never say anything weird. And what's the point of living if you're not saying anything weird? That's what I reckon. You gotta say some weird things, like, I'm gonna do a YouTube series where I cook sausages, and it's like a cooking show, except unlike a cooking show, every single episode I cook the exact same thing. Although I did hear that Huey, for his cooking show, always made the same kind of basic soup every episode. So maybe not unlike a cooking show to only cook one thing ever. But also, unlike a cooking show, although not all that unlike a cooking show, I'll never show you the food. What a meme! What a hilarious meme. As a good cooking show. I'm proud of it. I'm real proud of it. But yeah, I don't know how many people think that is an important thing to do. I don't think it's an important thing to do. I think it's something that I do. And then once I've done it, and no one can take that away from me. That I spent like 10 minutes of my day cooking a sausage, talking to a camera, for no reason at all. Ooh. It's just the very definition of art, really. I feel like if these videos started getting views, I would have to stop, because that would kind of go against the meme. Like, the meme isn't for these videos to get views. But anyway, I did a meme the other day. It's got so many clicks. I forget what it was. It's like 300 clicks on something. I don't even remember. I don't spend a lot of time looking at the Facebook analytics for my YouTube page or for my Facebook page, because they're very silly pages. My Facebook page is essentially the same as this, of like, let's do it all wrong. Instead of doing good memes, let's do not memes. I shared a meme yesterday, because my friend made a meme, and then he sent it to me, and then he started talking to other friends about it. I was just like, did you send it to them? He's like, no, I just sent it to you. So I only sent the meme to me. What a fella. And then I shared it on my Facebook page saying I made it all by myself. Although I most definitely had not made it at all, let alone by myself. And that's an important meme. Just straight up lying, but lying in such a way that people go, Why are you saying that you made this meme? Like, that's an unnecessary statement to make. Because it's a false statement, and that's how you figure it out. And it's a joke. Hilarious. Unnecessary statement is a false statement, is a hilarious statement. And that is a quote that you can write it down and sell it on Etsy. You write it on a handkerchief, sell it on Etsy, make $1 million. Good idea. Anyway, you have fun on Etsy. I'm going to have fun eating my lunch. I've been Mike. This has been Mike Making Munch. And I will catch you next week on Monday for another fresh sausage cooking video, just like this one. Or perhaps even worse. I don't know. Right. Bye.